Welcome back, Team Bazooka, and we're going to be talking about the parry. And remember, I told you there are 4 parts to the Bazooka Kickboxing defensive series. The first one was movement, and now we're talking about the parry. And the parry is very effective because you don't have to sit there and take all that power. You can stay a little further out, catch the punches, and counter a little bit more effectively. And what I like about it is because it's kickboxing, I can use my kicks because I'm still in contact, I still know where the punch is coming, and I can still pick my shot with all my kicks. Even with my punches, so it's a little bit of a safer range to defend, but you have to be confident and you have to drill this type of defense. Now we're going to demonstrate the parry, and the first thing you're going to have to work on is it's opposite of holding pads. It's opposite of using focus mitts, and it's really easy when someone throws the jab, for example, to hold like pads. Holding like pads means if his left hand comes up, I catch. So if Abiel throws jab, cross, hook, this is pad style, 1, 2, 3. It's like you're holding focus mitts, but the parrying is the opposite. So as Abiel's jab comes, I block with the same side, all right? So try to hit this angle, block with the same side. The cross comes, I catch, okay? And the hook, I'm catching outside. It's really important when you do these drills, it's not weak hands. You need strong hands. You need strong shoulders. You need strong stiffness and being able to tighten up all your muscles in order to get a good block. If he's throwing a hard 1, 2, 3 and I have sloppy hands, it's the hook is gonna still push my hand. So you really need to make sure you're solid. So he's gonna give me a hard 1, 2, 3 and I'm gonna show you the type of stiffness you need in your hand positioning. So hard 1, 2, 3. So no matter how hard he hits, I'm attacking, okay? Let's get into the details of the parry. So when I'm parrying, you can see my hand position here. So if the jab comes, I use the same side to defend. Now you're gonna notice the key is knowing what my center line is. So their punch is coming center line. The key is when I'm blocking the straight punch, I don't want to go past the center of my body. If I do this, it's opening up my hook. So I'll bring Abiel now. So say all of a sudden he throws a jab and I come past center line, he's gonna roll this hand over and I'm open for a hook. So if I go too low, I'm opening up my position for the hand. If I even come down the same way on the other side, it's opening up my side for a counter shot on the other side. So we're not moving too much of our hand positioning. So straight punches, just covering across the center line. Now when I'm defending, I want to use the hard part of my hand. I'm not hitting with my palm. I'm going to use the nice hard part of my palm. This way I can feel strong stability, the wrist, the hand. It's one of the strongest points. If I'm catching up here, there's a lot of weakness in the wrist. So we're going just under in this quadrant of the hand. So making sure we block with the strong part of the hand is very important. Now with the hook, when the hook comes, I need to be able to put my hand out. If I keep my hand here and weak, that hand is still gonna hit my head, which is still gonna hurt. So we need to make sure we're nice and strong with our shoulders and we're blocking with the strong part of our hand. So when we do these type of drills, I wanna make sure you do it in sequence so you can understand. If you start this drill off with just random types of punching, I'm not gonna really understand. You have to slow down defense. Don't try to overcomplicate it right away. Start with just the jab, build in the cross, and then build in types of combination. Work set patterns. It's easy to remember. Once you get comfortable with that, that's when you can add in more random types of combination. So we'll start with a jab, cross, hook, and remember, don't cross center line and strong hands. We're just gonna go one way for now. So 1, 2, 3. We'll keep changing directions. Harder, harder. Change angles, keep turning. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking as we are doing this. Why I like this type of defense, as you can see, it keeps me long and I can still counter with my kicks really well. Keeps me at a range where I'm happy. Where I don't have to take headshots in order to counter. If I come in here, it's a little harder. I'm more into that head-to-head style fighting. So the parry's gonna keep me longer and it's gonna keep me at a better distance to counter. the parry. A very effective way to be able to block, keep your eyes nice and sharp, and be able to counter. Just remember, each type of defense has its purpose. The parry is good for some things, better than others. So mix and match the types of defense, mix in the footwork, and we're going to see you next week where we're going to talk about the shell type of defense, which is one of my favorites to work on. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing, and bazookasquad.com for all your bazooka gear.